Hey, y'all.
Well, she has a terrible, terrible attitude because we were debating before we started recording. So I want you to get it off your chest so we can go ahead into the real topic of today.
Okay, bet. Why people don't know how to make rice?
Because we have rice cookers and we have that bag rice.
And that's cheating.
I agree.
You was not agreeing with me a few minutes ago.
No, before I said I know people don't know how to make rice. I've talked to plenty of people that say, I tried it today and it was crunchy or it was mushy.
It's called follow the instructions on the back. I am so confused.
Baby.
This is not an FCAT or the SAT.
We live in a life where people don't follow instructions.
So you telling me, because people have rice cookers. We just talking about this, our producer too, got rice cookers, you're cheating. You use a rice cooker, you're cheating.
Yeah.
You should maybe get a pot, some water, some butter, whatever you're going to season it with, put it in, let it cook. I don't understand. It's very simple.
We have a lot of things now that just cook for you. We don't have people. I'm not going to say we, because then you think that I'm saying me too. I know how to cook rice to let the record show. We have air fryers. We have rice cookers. We have things that just do it. You just pop it in there and you do it. We a fast-paced ministry anyway. Making takes a minute.
No, it does not. You put the rice on first, and then you start cooking the rest of your stuff. And it cook by itself. It's very simple. You don't have to sit up there and fluffing and stuff. Now you can if you depend on what kind of rice you're making. Right. But I mean, like, be serious.
If you're not taught,
and people
are
really burning rice around here.
If you're not taught right, you're not.
You know what the secret is? The secret is the water boiling. That's the secret.
Okay.
You know who taught me that?
Who?
Baby boomers.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We going there.
We are going there.
Okay.
Because that's the problem. Baby boom was back in the day was actually in the kitchen cooking for real. They actually had real jobs that took care of them and all of this, which is what I'm saying. Like, this is what what's the missing piece?
A lot of their jobs were to cook though.
Ooh.
That wasn't shade. Jesus be offense. They gonna tell me up.
Again.
I said what I said. That's what their jobs were. That's why from generation to generation, cooking went down the line. Because that's what they did.
They did that. Well, who are you saying they? Are you talking about the women?
Yes.
Baby boomers?
Not talking about no men.
So you trying to say the men?
They was
boomers?
working. Probably not as much as the women.
This is true. I will agree in that term. I also feel like the reason why they were able to do that is because they had more time to cook and to clean and to do all those things. Now in this generation, we got to do everything.
Yeah,
you got to everything.
So you better find the time to cook.
And you can find time to cook rice, but I'm gonna spin up off of that. I'm just saying.
No,
I'm done. I got off my chest because that was an ongoing debate, and y'all can drop in the comments. Do you know how to cook rice?
Yes.
Without the rice cooker. And is it hard?
And if we did a poll, I guarantee that most people will say no.
I'm going to do a poll.
So we'll do it.
Bet.
All right.
What are we talking about today?
We are talking about millennials versus baby boomers, because I don't want to say it wrong, in the workplace.
Yes. And what about them?
I think that we have two different concepts of how work looks, how staying on job, how much I want to give to a job than they did.
Bet. So I had a conversation with an old coworker, and she's older than me. She's about, I want to say 58, somewhere around there. And the statement that she said was trying to find another job. And the reason being is because her old job was just like not giving her what she needed, right? But she's like, I know I'm, too old to be trying to jump from job to job. And I said, I let her speak, but then I said, well, I'm not sure if you understand, but didn't teach you anything else is that these jobs don't care nothing about you. Florida is an at-will state, meaning I don't have to give you no 2-week notice. I ain't got to tell you nothing because you ain't got to tell me nothing. And so back in the day, baby boomers, as we speaking of, they had jobs that were loyal to them. So they were loyal to the job. No, they do not. You are a number and a check. They are trying to keep costs low and profits high.
Yeah. You can't talk to somebody and say, how long have you been at your job? And it's been longer than 5 years. Now, my mama, her people, 20 years at a job. My grandma, 30 years at a job. Nowadays, I was at 6 months.
Because they start laying people off. Pensions were exchanged for 401ks. By the way, 401ks are not promised at every job. You get a job now that has 401k, that's a relatively decent job. Cost of living is going up. So you have millennials and definitely who are like, nah, I'm staying here as long as my needs are met. And then family matters too. Like you want the balance of being able to go to work, go home, go to the beach, do whatever, not working a whole 17-hour, 32-hour daily. I know that's crazy, but just because you got day.
Right.
But you get my drift is saying like working extensive hours.
Yeah.
Like they're not trying to do that. And nowadays jobs do not care about that. They only care about, again, what matters to them.
Yeah.
You are loyal. Back in the day, again, they just wanted the loyalty of the employee. Got a job, we're going to make sure we take care of you. We're going to give you a holiday pay, all of those things or whatever. And they retired there. If they were laying someone off, they had a nice severance pay. That don't exist.
No. Growing up, I remember being in the backseat of my grandmother's car and she was like, whatever you do, make sure you work for the post office. You work for a job that you can stay there until you retire. That's just what they teach you.
Yeah.
Nowadays, I'm like, no, if I'm not feeling it, if they're not paying me, there we go. What I need to be able to take care of my family, I'm going to leave. And you can't go. They had relationships with their jobs and their workplaces back then. You could go and say, hey, so I feel like this is not working out. That is not working out. Now you get what you get and you don't throw a fit. That's why people say, well, I can't stay here that long because I'm putting in all this work and I could go to a job that will pay me more, even though I may have to work more. And then when I get tired of them, I'll just go to another job.
Yeah, I told her it was about job security too. Today, you need multiple streams of income, right? So you can be working a 9 to 5, but you also need to make sure that you have something in the evening time, something you do part-time, something you do early in the morning. You got Shipt, you got Uber, you got like automation, email, social media, whatever that looks like. You have all platforms, different things that you can do in addition to your job. And now jobs are getting, with the program because now they're like, okay, I know you have multiple jobs. Now just let us know which one it is. The job I just came from was like that. They're like, okay, so as long as it's not a conflict of interest, it's okay if you have multiple. Because back in the day, I only work for this job and that's it. But you can't tell nobody they can't have multiple streams.
They also know they're not paying you enough to take care of your family. Everything has went up. Food has went up. Gas has went up. Everything but the pay.
Yeah.
So they say, okay, go ahead. As long as you coming over here and working the 8 to 5, do what you need to do. We are so excited to officially announce that we have launched our Patreon. By signing up, you will become a member of our In Her Circle community.
You'll receive exclusive access to our content that is only available to our Patreons, such as behind the scenes, live discussions, and Discord. But most importantly, first dibs on new merch.
To register, visit our link tree in the bio or the description below.
See you at the circle. Jobs really out here giving people 25-cent raises for the whole year.
And that's not a reach because that really happened to me. I think it was 20, to be honest with you.
Not a whole quarter?
No, and you remember, I called you, I said, hold up. I said, baby, I gotta go. I've been here almost 5 years, busting my behind, going over and beyond. I went from working the front desk to case management, and this is all y'all got for me? I said, I'm not love me the way I love y'all. I love that job a lot. But I said, I have to go.
And I think that's where the contentment used to lie in with the baby boomers is like, okay, so they had great benefits, meaning they can go to the doctor, whatever they wanted to. They had compensation for pay. Now we want more flexibility. From home, I want more than what you're giving me because now I know the value of what I bring to the table. You're not going to give me 25-cent raises and I was working overtime and I was making sure I was there before you got there. I was making sure I was putting in reports and everything else and you done made $3.7 billion and you gave me 25.
Come on.
You can't even take me out for dinner. They had Christmas parties, give away turkeys.
While you're telling my business. I didn't even get a to-go party. Nothing. A to-go is crazy. I didn't get a goodbye party or anything.
After years of investing in yourself. Years and years. Because here's the reality. More time at our jobs than we do in our homes.
You say it all the time.
You spend more. Add them up.
Mm-hmm.
From the time that if you're there, especially a 9 to 5 or 8 to 4, whatever job you work, like you're there majority of your day before the sun comes up,
and
when you're leaving, and you mean to tell me, because they do not care. Back in the day, they appreciated people. You had people running these companies. Now you have Grinches, and
they're not happy. They're not, and they don't care. They don't realize that it's actual people that's working for them.
Mm-hmm.
And they make the decisions based on what they feel like. But I always say, maybe you should come down and see what your worker bees are doing and really ask them like how life is going, like how's the job going? How do you feel like you're being treated? Because then when you see people leaving, you get shocked.
Which is why they used to have that show called Undercover Boss.
Mm-hmm.
Undercover Boss was when they had the COOs that would come to down McDonald's or Burger King level and work in the line, doing everything. It's like, oh my gosh. And they would have these real reactions of people who were trying to take care of their families and who were working a day in and day out with nothing. You making $7.15 an hour, but you're so far removed so you don't understand what are actually doing. And some people don't want to be the boss.
I was just gonna say that.
Some people don't want to be the CEO and go. They want to just be able to take care of their family. So it hit a little deeper for the person who does not have that go-getter entrepreneur spirit. They're there because their bills are being paid and their needs are being met. So when you come in on a Thursday afternoon after lunch break talking about here go your sip and I appreciate y'all, it cut a little bit deeper.
Yeah.
Because what are they supposed to do? So when you done that too many times to now you have more people. COVID taught, baby, listen, if COVID didn't teach play, you better have something. I don't care if you had to do lashes, you go pizza delivery for yourself, paying people house. Find something that you love to do. But my heart goes out to a lot of people who just don't have that drive.
Yeah, they don't want to. Mm-mm. They want to be the person that works at Publix. They done took.
Mm-hmm.
We are the self-checkout.
Ooh, yes, we are.
We are the self-checkout.
And we paying more money to check out our own stuff.
Yes.
The cost of milk,
I don't want to work for... I would have applied.
I'm not going to hold you. I still go to the self-checkout because I feel like...
I did apply to Publix. They ain't never hired me, though. As they said, there go your job right there.
Yeah,
boo.
Don't worry about it. And that's another thing. These jobs with automation, they're getting rid of people to replace them with robots and these quick machines and different things because the cost of just a device is much cheaper than having to pay a human being to get up, to go in, to pay overhead, all of that stuff. It don't matter anymore.
It doesn't.
So again, you want me to be loyal to you? I'm not ever. Because you're not loyal to us.
No.
Now there are some jobs, I don't know who. There was, can't think of who it was. I think was it the Spanx lady that she was giving like all of her employees like a trip to the Bahamas or something.
Like I know what you're talking about.
There are some companies that be looking out for their people. Shout out to y'all.
Yeah.
Not all the companies. I'm just saying about 90% of them don't. I'm just being
percent. Thank y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about because it was on social media or something. You sent it to me and I said, wow, somebody, a boss that cares. And I know that when we started our entrepreneurship and things like that, we said, I never want to be the boss that doesn't care.
Yeah.
I never want to be the boss that doesn't see you because actuality, I was you when I started as a worker bee.
Yeah.
You were not always ahead, a one-up, a CEO. And I know that during COVID, a lot of people said, I'm not going back. Because what happened was a big situation happened. They said, well, I'm going to see you. I know you worked for us for 30, 40 years.
Ooh,
and we really appreciate it. We'll see you. And they lay you off and make it cute.
But they weren't just laying off the worker bees. They were laying off supervisors, managers. I remember our old place that we worked at. I mean, we was around there shaking like the shakiest leaf on the tree.
Is you still here? Because I am.
I said,
and then we said, I gotta go.
Because that was so nerve-wracking. It was but that's why your resume better stay up to date. Keep your options open. I don't care if you are 58, if you are 60. I don't care if you're 50, 45. Your options open. You are not too old to get something else or to find something else. Here's the thing is, if you have been at your job for 30 years, you know how much experience you have, but that's something else that pushes them out because we can't afford you. I've heard you are overqualified because they don't want of $45 an hour. They only want to pay $18. So they would rather pull somebody off the street
that don't know.
Because now I can pay you $30,000 a year and get away with it. And it's like, okay, I'm not going to pay you the $100,000 that you actually are worth.
Ooh. I don't think anybody has said that out loud like that. They just thinking like, oh, I don't got no experience in this job, so they want to hire me. They like my personality. No, boo.
We finna slave you.
They're right. They just want to pay you $18 when they could have paid the other person $30 an hour, or they would have been on full salary.
Or here's a person who actually is qualified, who is the worker bee, who applied. They're not going to do it because, again, compensation. They pull somebody from the outside who is just going to be a do boy or do girl, but the one who is qualified doing all the work to get it done. You're qualified to be a supervisor, to be a manager, but they're not going to give it to you. They're cost low.
Yeah.
So because you are experienced with those 15, 25 years and you've been doing it and you're comfortable doing that one thing, they're going to hire somebody who's fresh out of college and say, okay, well, we'll just tell you X, Y, Z, 1, 2, 3, but make sure you get with Miss Susan because she's going to be the one to actually train for free. Because we're not giving you training compensation.
Oh, no.
And you want me to be loyal? Oh, you got me all the way.
Listen, my last job, I barely took PTO. I barely did anything. My cousin said, baby, let me tell you something. If you die tomorrow, they're going to find somebody else. She said it's so hard. She said, I think that's the only way you're going to get it. Because you working 6 days a week. You got 1 day off. And the moment you need a second or a break, they talking about, no, you can't do this. You can't take PTO. No, you're not going to get a raise. But you giving your all to them and they're not giving, no.
Because it's a rat race. Working, trying to accumulate all this PTO that you never use. I have some people, I have 450 hours and you ain't, and what?
Baby, I will 450 hours myself to Jamaica so fast these days. I don't give a doggone.
You know what my mom said? She said, I'm an entrepreneur because of her. I mean, hands down, the lady know that she taught me about entrepreneurship, right? She said, jobs, they mean J-O-B, you are just over broke. You have a job, you just over broke. That's the goal, is to keep you in this rat race that you get. There's some countries back paid for work. So I go to work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Go back to work again Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And then you better pay me that following Friday. But I already put my work in.
They don't pay you current.
And it's like, you don't go bankrupt. That's some faith. You actually think that's faith. That is, I don't know, y'all. I'm hoping that y'all pay me my money after I've already worked 2 weeks.
Yeah. My life and my family depends on if y'all doing the numbers right up there.
Do you understand me? But we don't want to believe in God.
I gotta go. This episode ain't for y'all, it's for me. I need a minute. I need to do my budget over and figure something out.
Because what's going on? We are you are betting. As a matter of fact, you done told Capital One, you done told Tico, you done told Verizon, I'm getting paid on that Friday. But what if you don't? What if they say we're closing our doors? What you gonna do?
Be homeless.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
All jokes aside, you won't have no car.
But you're betting your life, and standing on it because you put in the work. If they didn't, and you living from paycheck to paycheck, what are you? And you talking about being loyal? You better make sure that you have something else.
Yeah, you better be loyal to yourself, loyal to your own business.
And that's why Bonita said to me, when you pay your tithe, you pay yourself. Save your money. Stop getting when all these people rich off what you're earning. Be serious and start investing in yourself. That's why we was talking about going back to school and doing what you need to do. Educate yourself to make sure you're not depending on these jobs. I don't care how old you are. It's never too late. If you can get up every day and be the expert customer service rep, the expert, whatever it is that you do, accounting, then why can't you do consultation for yourself?
Yeah. And this is something that people are naturally good at.
You already do it every day.
Mm-hmm.
You know how many looking for advice?
Yep.
I say this all the time. I'm in real estate. People say, oh, it's saturated. You go to the store, right? Everybody go to Publix. If y'all, they might not have no Publix up north.
Yeah.
Right?
They don't.
I don't know. We're going to use Publix for right now. Kroger.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
All right. That'll work.
Grocery store. You go down the bread aisle.
Mm-hmm.
You go down the bread aisle. You have Wonder Bread, Sara Lee, the generic store. What you have about at least 7 to 10, if not more, different types of bread.
It's overwhelming.
Different sales coming. Some of them $10, the $3, the $1.99, and they're still making them every week.
Mm-hmm.
Are they competing with each other? No, because whoever wants to buy Sara Lee, gonna buy Sara Lee
every time.
Whoever want to buy Publix, they're going to buy that based off of what they want. So whatever services that you're providing, if your tribe is going to get it from you, guess what? They're going to buy it from you. It's enough to go around.
Yep. That's the number one excuse, though. I can't do makeup. I can't do hair. I can't and I can't do nails because there's so many people. It's 20 million thousands. That's not a thing. It's a bunch of people in the world is what I'm trying to get to. It's somebody for everybody. Because I used to have that mindset too. I can't do makeup because there's so many people in Florida that does makeup. And it's like, what's for you is for you. We done got our nails done 20. I'm sick of this girl.
I'm going to somebody else.
And that's what happens. And then you gain relationships with your clients, and then you start being the CEO to cherish them, and they'll never leave.
Speaking of, we have done that a lot of times, right? Mm-hmm. Go to different nail places until I found a person. Shout out to my nail tech. Mm-hmm. That
yep.
Now you're part of my tribe. I'm not going to nobody else. I'm being loyal to you because I like your work. I like your ethic. I like our conversation and a relationship that's been built. So yes, there are several different nail techs. It's one down the street from my house, but I'm gonna drive them 25 minutes
and enjoy
just to get to you.
Yeah, enjoy this. Mind giving you the money.
Nope.
If I'm not cherished or loved or liked where I'm at, I'm not giving you my money.
And that's what these jobs don't have. They don't have the humanistic side of loyalty, of appreciation. Appreciation goes so far. Simple thank you.
Yep.
Yes, they figure my thank you was a paycheck. No, that's an equal exchange of services. Are you crazy?
Come on and say it's equal.
You are paying me for doing a service that you need. That's not appreciation.
No, to keep your company afloat.
Are you slow? What?
Yeah.
Do you know that what you're doing, I can do this at somebody else's job?
Mm-hmm.
And they're your competitor?
Come on.
No, appreciation is you could be somewhere else, but you decided to bring your talent here. That's what people don't miss. They miss that.
You're interviewing for a job, you're interviewing them as well. Okay, so what do you have here? Okay, what's the culture like here? Okay, what is it? People don't do that. At the end, you have any questions? No, I'm good. No, I got them all. I have them all because I need to know what I'm getting myself into as well, even though when you get into the building, it's something totally different. I think that it should be, you're interviewing me, I'm interviewing you as well, because what is the culture like here? Why should I want to work here? Because ultimately, they need employees just like you need a job.
Yeah, because if I'm not doing the work, then what you gonna do?
Yep.
And sure, you could very well maybe find someone else, but someone else, you can replace the title, but you can never replace the person.
Ever.
They're not gonna have the same energy. They're not gonna have the same character. They're not gonna have the same loyalty, creativity. Yeah, the position was changed,
but the
person.
Such and such, how long they been gone? About 5 years now, but it's never been the same.
That happened at a previous job.
Yes. It's never been the same. I'm like, what?
And the position was taken. Like they replaced it, but it is not the same place anymore.
No.
And people started to leave.
and did what was best for them.
Yeah, they thriving because I follow them.
Fulfillment over finances.
Oh, we.
Yeah, I pray that that's what it was. Because at the end of the day, finances, just going to a job, just getting paid is not doing it for us anymore. It doesn't. I need something that's going to fulfill me. I need to make sure that purposeful things that when my money does come through, that it came through with purpose. That I said, I blessed somebody today. Or so I said thank you to somebody today. Or somebody said thank you back to me. I just feel good when I'm done with the work. Instead of I'm just here and I got a paycheck and I'm miserable.
You know what that comes from too? People don't believe that they're worth more than that.
Oh yeah.
It goes back to how do you view yourself? How do you see yourself as a human, as a woman, as a whatever that title, that position is? You only see yourself as just enough. Mm-hmm. And you thinking that you can't find anything that's better than this or it's too good. It's a lot more out there. That's why my heart goes out to, again, the baby boomers and those who have not touched retirement yet. And it's like, well, I'm just trying to retire here. And there's no shot to anyone who that's the mentality that you're trying to do. We have conversations, baby boomers, mm-hmm. and they like, I admire y'all because of the fact that that's not how they function. Their function is to get a government job, to get at a bank or something where it's going to be stable. And then you just retire there. I told you when I was up and coming out of school, I was trying to get a government job and end up getting let go. It's funny now. And so
you were told to do that.
I was told to do that.
Yes.
And so I was trying to get a job, just get, paycheck to paycheck or whatever, take my little vacations, and that was it.
Retire there
but it just wouldn't let me go. Mm-hmm. Like I couldn't settle. And I will never forget my mom said, if you cannot find a job, Nyjah, create it. And I said, I'm gonna get that tatted on me.
I think that's the end of the episode. If you cannot find a job, if you can't find purpose in any of these 8 to 5, these 9 to 5s, these 8 to 4s, these 7:30s to whatever, create your own. That's it.
Yeah. And I live by that now. Now I feel fulfilled. I'm not completely meaning involved in. Now there's purpose in it. I see why. Like I see, and then they're like, oh my God, you do so much stuff. Go read the Bible where it say they had a lot of talents, because that's me.
Mm-hmm. And that's okay.
And it's okay. And if you have one, to use that one. And if you are that person who you're like, I don't want to start a business, I just want to work, then that's cool. Make sure you have your basket full of options is all I'm saying. Mm-hmm. Don't put all of them in one saying this is it. Keep your resume fresh. Keep your eyes open, because you just never know.
Never know. I'm going to know after this episode today, because I got to go back and think about some things, huh?
What you got to think about?
Baby said, they lose it all today. So are you. I said, uh-oh.
No, because that's real. That's so real. I thought about that. I said, I can't.
Right now.
Y'all not finna have me out here in these streets. Out here talking about, I ain't got paid because they went bankrupt. And they said that they ain't paying
The devil
nobody.
is a liar. God is exalted.
We depend too much on it. I get paid Friday. My check come in Friday.
Yeah.
And what happened? The check don't come. What you gonna do?
You're going to be homeless. I just said it already. You can't do nothing.
But the only thing that's gonna make it is the healthcare industry, mm-hmm. daycares, and the funeral home.
Yeah. And if you don't got no job, funeral home is where you gonna be.
That is so not even funny.
It's not, but you gonna be stressed. So you better figure it out.
But you know what? I told my kids, and we done. Okay, mm-hmm. I told my kids, you ain't got to go to college, but you better get you a trade. You understand me? It's one of the two. Mm-hmm. Get you a trade. What? A plumber, electrician, real estate, something.
Plumbers make good money.
They make a lot of money. Mm-hmm. They do.
And they wear the same clothes.
I can't even say lashes, because now they got like a machine that do the lashes for you. I ain't tried it because I'm scared. But they got that. They got the machine now they can braid.
It's on.
No, I said the machine. That's why it's not,
But I'm saying the little trades that you saying,
Yeah.
a plumbing, electrician, they get paid the most money.
Carpenter. Jesus was a carpenter.
That's what I'm saying. But as always, in herself she is loved.
In herself, she is beautiful. In herself, she is strong.
See you next